Happy holidays from everybody here at the Arch Rival Roller Girls and GateKeepers Roller Derby alongside Magilla Gorilla. My name's Mucky to Muck. We're recapping the action from December, and what a December to remember. We're seeing all these squads in real competitive play for both the women and the men's, and once again here at Midwest Sport Hockey, we saw a couple of teams with some eye-opening results.
Really did, and I'll tell you right now, I have no idea who's going to win this local tournament for the women. It is up for grabs, my friend. The M80s came out strong this evening. Stunt Devils look like they've got a nice foundation, and the Slammers, they just keep on slamming.
Yeah, let's talk about the Slammers to start things off. The men's action launched things here at Midwest Sport Hockey. And yes, the South Grand Slammers, we knew, very powerful coming into this matchup against an unknown quantity of the Riverfront Crimes, a team that was trending up, a few setbacks in the roster tonight, but still a very competitive squad. But it was the Slammers with another impressive victory.
The Crimes defense was really solid, though. Even though they didn't come up with the win, they played very, very well. I think it was the first time I've seen the Slammers slow down in a long time, which is to say that they weren't slowed down completely, but they were slowed down.
Let's take a look at first half action between the Slammers and the Crimes at Midwest Sport Hockey. And yes, this one was very tight, very early on. Only a 4-point advantage for the Slammers about 10 minutes deep into this one. But that deep bench that the Slammers possess, they got that one into rolling, and we saw ourselves a lot of jammers in the scoring column. Here's a 9-point strike from Spin Diesel.
Spin Diesel is a dual threat. He primarily plays as a pivot or blocker. He's very good at it. He can take the star when need be, and he's actually very good at that too. He's been a great addition to this league.
15 points the advantage, 16 minutes left to go here in the first period of play. Slammers on top, but the Crimes kept whittling away at the differential, and with about 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period, the Crimes come answering back. Double-digit scoring here from the Saint.
Saint is also another dual threat. He took a star pass in the situation here and was able to go ahead and get the extra points for his team. He was able to do very well as a blocker. He could take the stars if need be, and it was a very effective tool for the Crimes.
Slammers leading 70-57 at intermission, but in the second period of play, the Slammers put the pedal to the metal as we saw them really blossom open the lead. 17 points off of this power jam strike by Handrail.
Handrail really was kind of the wild child jammer for a long time. A lot of penalties, a lot of issues there. He has channeled that wildness now, just raw, natural quality talent. Excellent jammer for the Slammers.
Slammers outscore the Crimes 91-40 in the second period of play. They improved to 2-0 with the 161-97 victory over the Riverfront Crimes. A very solid across-the-board output here from a very talented squad. Let's hear from one of the co-captains. Here's D. Mouthful.
One thing I love about the Slammers is we're a very dedicated team. You will always see them as many Slammers out of practice as can make it. I mean, we're at almost every single practice, 3 nights a week. We practice with the girls. Any chance we can get to skate, we do, which is why we're doing so well, I believe. You know, we have a real solid teamwork. We know exactly what each other's going to do, and I think that's our biggest strength is trust and knowing, you know, yeah, these guys are on the track all the time, and it's great.
Riverfront Crimes dropped to 0-1 in the Turf Wars campaign. We'll see them again next month and next year, technically. Let's hear from Mr. Pink.
Well, we take away a lot of play time. I mean, that's the thing. The repetitions, like any sport, just getting into game mode, learning situations, watching the game film. That's going to be the big thing, is us watching the game film and seeing what we did wrong or what to just do right, and how to take that in the next month and let the guys who are new or just even the vets say, hey, we have a certain strategy, just run it, and you see that in the game film. And to us, it's playtime repetitions is more valuable than anyone thinks.
So here's how the standings look right now. Slammers on top with a perfect 2-0 record in the Turf Wars campaign. Dogtown Rockets and the Riverfront Crimes will face each other in January. And honestly, I think that's going to be one Jim Dandy of a matchup. Two squads that want to notch up that first victory of the year and grab second place in the Turf Wars campaign.
Totally agree. And Mr. Pink said it best. They have time to improve. They have time to look over things and get better. And it's going to be a battle for second place, like you said. So anything could happen. Scoring's going to be important. It's going to be a good one.
Yep, absolutely. We'll talk about the Turf Wars continuation here in January in just a little while. Now let's talk about the ladies. Arch rival Roller Girls getting back into a full swing of things with the M80s versus the Stunt Devils. We talked about how impressed we were with the M80s in November. Boy, oh boy, did they open up some eyes here in December against a squad, the Stunt Devils, who were taken to the track for the first time this campaign. But I tell you what, they had some eye-opening performances as well. This one was a fun one.
It really was a fun one. The M80's defense really came to play tonight. I said this in the broadcast. They did not want to go 0-2. You could tell the way they played the track. And the Stunt Devils got themselves a weapon, by the way.
Let's take a look at first period action between the Stunts and the M80s. And yes, that new weapon here for the Stunts made her presence early on. This one was tight, only a 7-point lead for the M80s. But the new addition for the Stunts, Brick Tater scores 18 off of this power jam.
She's really good, Malkady. I tell you what, she is fantastic. Obviously, she's got world-class talent. She's a transfer from Bay Area, so of course you know her. Fans at home may know her from her world-class efforts. She's really good.
Made the score 31-19, Stunts flipping the scoreboard, but as soon as that occurred on the very next jam, the M80s flipped the scoreboard with this, a power jam, a huge power jam by Tupac Shaker. This netted 30 points for the Firecrackers on quads, and they took a commanding lead.
Tupac was really, really good tonight as a jammer. She came out of nowhere and really just powered her way through. She had 3 double-digit scoring jams tonight. Very, very effective for the M80s.
M80 stretched the lead to 108-83 at intermission. In the second period, the Stunts were able to claw back. Mayor Francis Slayer, with about 8 minutes into this period, scores 15 for the Stunt Devils in keeping the differential close.
Ever reliable, Mayor Francis Slayer. She's solid as a blocker, and she comes in to help out as a jammer. She does whatever her team wants. Good night from her tonight.
M80s, though, go on roll thanks to some incredible jamming from Party Foul, Science Friction, and others. They stretch open a 163-111 lead with about 17 minutes left to play, but the Stunts started to claw back once again. Bricktator scoring 23 off of this rotation and narrowing down the differential to 30 points.
Bricktator with triple digits, and by the way, I think she might be able to fly as well. We saw some evidence of that this evening. So.
But in the end, the M80s were able to roll off a huge surge of points, and once again, they went with Tupac Shaker. She notches up 15 off of this power jam, and just like that, the M80s, wow, we were impressed in November. They really opened our eyes in December.
Great defense, but I tell you what, the jamming was so solid too. Ida didn't have a ton of points, but she really went toe-to-toe with Bricktator. And Science Friction came in and took care of business. 50-plus points tonight. Everyone executed top to bottom with this team.
The blocking was outstanding. In the second period of play, M80s outscored the Stunts 108-83. They go on to the 250-194 victory over the Stunt Devils. The M80s improved to 1-1 on the 2014-15 campaign. Let's talk to Tupac Shaker.
Overall, I think we have a really great bench. We just needed more time to play together. And one of the things that I was saying tonight while we were playing on the floor was mesh together like a rainbow in total M80s motto. So I feel like the more that we come together, the more that we play together, the more that we're being a unit. And together we have a really thick wall. Like, we have really solid defense and we have great people who can play offense. We just had to get to know each other a little bit more to where we can really execute that strategy.
Stunt Devils drop to 0-1. We'll see them against the Smashinistas in January. Let's meet the new addition. Here comes Bricktator.
I think everybody played really hard. Every jam went out there and was doing everything they could, and no one ever gave up. Moving forward, it'll be nice. Next game, we will have more people, but also just really being mindful about our transitions from offense to defense and reducing the amount of time it takes us to get from thinking about it to doing it.
Here's how the standings look after 2 events. Smashinistas still undefeated on top with that 1-0 record, but the M80s move into second place with the 1-1 mark. The Stunts, we'll see them against the Smashinistas in January. So the M80s are going to be idle in January, but I tell you what, that Smashinistas Stunt Devils bout is going to be interesting because back into the mix, it's going to be Mighty Mighty Boston for the Stunt Devils. Who's to say that we might not have 1,000 points on the board?
I'm telling you right now, we could see another 1-1 for all 3 teams. It's very possible for the Stunt Devils. And we're going to see Brick versus Brick. Bricktator versus Brickyard.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the action on Saturday, January the 3rd. We lead it off with arch rival action as the Stunt Devils tangle with the Smashinistas. That one will be followed by the Turf Wars continuation for the Gatekeepers. That will see the Rockets against the Crimes. 2 great matchups that we're going to see in January here at Midwest Sport Hockey. I think the fans, if they miss the action here in December, shame on you. You want to be here in January. Going to be a lot of fun.
It's okay. They went to Christmas parties. We'll forgive them. We'll forgive them. But they're going to be here in January because they have nothing else going on, and they're going to see 2 really great matchups. We're going to see a second-place team formed for the men, and we have the potential of 3 teams for the Arch Rival Royal Girls to be 1-1 if the Stunts beat the Smashinistas.
Advance tickets on sale right now at Brown Paper Tickets. You can save $3 off the cost of an online ticket purchased in advance. And of course, if you bring a big group, you can get into the game for as low as $10. Always remember, children 10 and under get in absolutely free. We'll see you on January the 3rd. And if you want to find out more about these 2 great leagues, here's a couple of ways to do so. Visit each league's respective official website. You can also like their official Facebook pages, and you can also follow them via Twitter. Real great action here in December. Can't wait. January right around the corner. Fans, you'll want to be here.
Definitely. There's so many great new transfers, great new members to this league. We didn't even talk about all the other blockers that were part of the Stunt Devils. The M80s are rising. The Smashinistas are waiting in the wings. The men are going at it. 2015 is going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, lumps of coal in our stockings. We didn't get everybody in. But nonetheless, we thank you for coming out and being a part of the great action here in December, and we'll see you here in January. On behalf of everybody here for the Arch Rival Roller Girls and the St. Louis Gatekeepers, happy holidays, and we'll see you here at Queedy Park in January.